Major League Baseball welcomes you to the following presentation of the Tampa Bay Rays.
Rays TV is presented by Union Home Mortgage. Rays coming off a 4-2 road trip back at Tropicana Field as they prepare to square off against the Miami Marlins. Well, again, everyone, welcome to an evening of Rays baseball with Brian Anderson, Dwayne Statz. Great to have you aboard. Kendra Douglas joins us tonight for the telecast as well. Citrus Series, y'all ready?
I am ready. Are you kidding me? This is MLB's rivalry weekend, so you've got to play the team from South Florida, right? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's set that series up for you, and let's start with the Rays and what they have been doing here as far as their record goes. The top record in the American League at 28-14, 2 games better than the Yankees. They have a multi-dimensional offense that has led them to being 4th in the league in runs per game. They've got a pitching staff, the 2nd best ERA. And then you've got this right here, the dominance of this series, 27-7. Do you realize that when these teams got together with Kevin Cash's first game as a manager for the Rays had a losing record against the Marlins? Well, no more. They have been absolutely dominant as of late, and then this could be a track meet. You've got the Miami Marlins, who lead Major League Baseball with 51 stolen bases. The Rays are 3rd with 47. They don't do a good job of defending the running game either, so they can get on base. They are going to be sending everybody to try to make something happen.
And the pitching matchup to begin this game. Ian Seymour will be the opener for the Rays here tonight. Jansen Junk comes in with a record of 2-3. He'll do the pitching for the Miami Marlins.
We're close to deadline, and I need a reliable...
Rays baseball is brought to you by Orlando Health. We make it personal. By Rooms to Go. Buy the piece, save a little. Buy the rooms, save a lot. And by Wells Fargo Active Cash Credit Card. Earn unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases. Terms apply. Citrus Series coming up. The Rays and the Marlins in this intra-state rival matchup. Coming up next.
When choosing the right gear to cut.
MLB rivalry weekend begins tonight. And for the Rays and Marlins, that means one thing, the Citrus Series Showdown. For years, this rivalry has belonged to Tampa Bay, posting a dominant 23-7 record since 2021 against their neighbors from South Florida.
To the wall, and he's got it. He got him. He strikes him out. That baby is gone.
That ball was absolutely ripped.
The Rays really open this game now.
And tonight, the Rays are looking to fillet the fish for the first time in 2026. Rays, Marlins, state pride on the line.
Rays TV is presented by Union Home Mortgage. Rays back at Tropicana Field. Good to be home. And good to welcome Kendra Douglas back to Tropicana Field.
Well, guys, the Rays are finding so much comfort here at Tropicana Field. They've now won 10 straight games here at home. Talking with Taylor Walls about the stretch and the success, he said, look, the guys are playing selfless. Everyone is contributing, whether it's finding guys coming or scoring early or coming from behind to win games late, or the job of the pitching staff continuing to do what they need to do on the mound. Walls said that this team has done a great job of picking each other up in big moments, and so far, that team-first mindset has turned into a lot of success here at the Trop. Guys.
All right, it has been fun indeed. Last 10 here at Tropicana Field. The Rays are 10-0, coming in overall 28-14. Lineups tonight brought to you by Orlando Health. Miami will have Xavier Edwards leading it off. He'll be followed by Hicks and then Lopez. Christopher Morel hits cleanup at first base. It will be Stowers In left field, Norby at third, Marcy in center, Ruiz in right, and Joe Mack will do the catching, batting ninth.
I see what you're doing there, Dwayne, and I love it. That's the way to start this series. It's what this series deserves. I'll tell you what else they deserve. They deserve a little throwback here by the Rays, and we're going to go with an opener in tonight's ball game, and that's going to be Ian Seymour in his last 9 games, a very good 2.08 earned run average. First open of the season, and fully expecting Jesse Schultens to get the bulk of the innings throughout the middle of this game.
Well, Miami comes in at 20-24. There's the breakout on the approach by Ian Seymour.
Love that changeup. He does too, but obviously the 2-seam, 4-seam, a total of 42%, but he splits it up evenly to give you just a little different look. Occasionally we'll sweep that. You got the slider coming along with it. Most of that to the left-handed hitters.
So Seymour set to go to work, and Edwards stepping in. The second baseman, switch hitter, batting from the right side after the first pitch, and he skies it into short center. Walls angles out from shortstop. Taylor takes care of that.
That's the way to start a ball game. Let's take a look at that Devil Rays defense for you here tonight. Defender defense, by the way. Chandler Simpson, Cedric Mullins, and Jake Fraley left to right in that outfield, and across that infield third to first, Junior Caminero, Taylor Walls, Richie Palacios, and Jonathan Aranda, with Hunter Fiducia getting the call behind the plate.
There's Aranda down at first base. He's been doing a great job at the plate, in the field, doing whatever they ask him to do, and that's primarily produce runs. Liam Hicks, the DH. First pitch is a strike. Nine home runs for Hicks, the .295 average. And Seymour quickly ahead, 0-2.
And he has been swinging the bat so well, doesn't swing and miss very often. Very productive.
And a wave and miss right there. Had him out in front. Down to first goes the throw. 2 gone.
Yeah, and how about the fact that the third lowest swing and miss percentage in Major League Baseball, Seymour goes with that changeup. We know how much he likes it, and he keeps it in. He missed that by plenty. Did not pick up that pitch very well at all, and Seymour with 2 quick outs here.
Otto Lopez, the shortstop. And the first pitch strike. Seymour focused in here with the handful of the pitches early.
I love the fact that he's just going right after this team, going right after that strike zone.
Well, right back, 0-2.
It's a confident pitcher when you're able to go out there and go right into attack mode. You know, you feel good coming out of the pen, you feel good with the game plan, and now it's about executing it.
Time here. Lopez steps out, down 2 strikes. Miami has gone 14-12 at home, 6-12 on the road for that 20-24 overall record. You can see the infield start to move. Everybody on that infield thinking, well, maybe that ball's on the corner. A little wide. 1-2. The ground ball to the right side. And a race to the bag. Aranda got there first. Lopez is out number 3. When we come back, it will be Chandler Simpson leading off for the Rays, followed by Caminero and then Aranda.
Do you know what's in original Tropicana Pure Premium?
Tonight's lineup for the Rays brought to you by Orlando Health. Chandler Simpson to lead it off, followed by Junior Caminero and Jonathan Aranda. Johnny Diaz, the DH cleanup, followed by Fraley, Palacios, Mullins, Fiducia hitting 8th, and Taylor Walls at shortstop batting 9th.
Well, taking them out tonight for the Miami Marlins is going to be right-hander Jansen Junk. making his 9th start of the season, looking to even that record up at 3-3. Good ERA of 3.25.
And the first pitch. Simpson looks at that for strike one. Chandler coming in at 3:06. 1-1. And Junk comes in off a string of good outings. He's 2-3 overall. Last 4, 2-1. With an earned run average barely over 2. Edwards at second picks up the ground ball.
Hey, how about this? This is the throw down to second base to get the inning started. And the throw by Otto Lopez from shortstop. And they collide. Right in them. I watched the catcher throw the ball down, and I'm like, how did it end up at second base? And that's exactly how it did. Is that not indicative of this series?
Always finding something new at the ballpark.
And what are the chances?
High popper off the bat of Caminero, and backing out. Edwards is there to take care of that high pop up. 2 up and 2 down.
Well, let's take a look at the Marlins defender defense. And in the outfield left to right, we've got Kyle Stowers, Jacob Marcy, and Esteure Ruiz. Across the infield, third to first, Connor Norby, Otto Lopez, Xavier Edwards, and Christopher Morel with Joe Mack back behind the plate.
And the former Ray, Christopher Morel, down there playing first base. First pitch to Jonathan Aranda. And he takes ball 1. There's those two baseballs colliding.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big league baseball. Every night you come to the ballpark, you're going to see something new. I've never seen that.
And I didn't see Lopez making the throw. I just saw Joe Mack cut it loose, and I wanted to see, you know, where's that going to end up? Is he trying to throw it to the second base side? You know what?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it was like it redirected itself over to second base, and I'm like, how did it get over there? That's like a Matrix type deal.
Yeah, defying the laws of gravity.
No way.
Calculate
no way.
those odds.
You could
Calculate.
do that all day long and be trying to do it and still be out there.
Here's ball 4. Aranda draws a base on balls. Well, hey, come to the ballpark. You'll see something you've never seen before. And we've chalked that one up already tonight.
Oh, man.
You know, they say in the history of the game, no 2 games are ever alike. If you scored every game, no 2 games are ever alike. That's a lot of games.
That's a lot of games. It's like a fingerprint.
Yeah. Here's Yandy getting hold of one. High and deep to left, and that baby's gone. Home run, Yandy Diaz. Well, how about Yandy Diaz? He's been so good this year, especially late in games. He just pulverized opposing bullpens. First time up, let's take a swing at that pitch, and away it goes.
After the 2-out walk.
Yeah. So the Rays grab the lead. A 2-run home run.
And here's the thing, Yandy Diaz, the fastball, he's up the middle the other way. He will turn and burn on hanging breaking balls. Ah, there you go. I mean, just a roller right into the middle of the plate. He knew it.
There's 1-1. Home run number 6 for Yandy. RBIs 25 and 26. Popped up by Fraley, a foul ball. Norby's after it, backs up and makes the catch. A little adjustment there at the last moment. Rays are retired, but they come up with 2 in the first on the home run by Yandy Diaz. Well, the Rays have taken an early lead. 2-run home run by Yandy Diaz, and we go to the second inning. Christopher Morel leads off. The Rays, Ian Seymour out there on the mound. 1-0 count on Morel. Lifted toward the line and right. Fraley is right there for it. 1 away. For Yandy, by the way, 105 home runs with the Rays. 7th on the Rays home run list now.
Yeah, not known for that. You know, he hits a lot of balls on the ground, uses, you know, the opposite field as well as anybody. But boy, he's got some power. When he creates that backspin, that ball, it will go. Just saw it.
Stowers, Kyle Stowers taking the pitch for a strike.
You wonder how many home runs. If Yandy said, you know what, I don't want to hit 320 every year.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to power the baseball.
It would be interesting,
right?
That's a great thought. Interesting anyway. I mean, you love what he does right now.
Yeah, and I wouldn't change it.
Yeah.
I would be like, no, let's forego that. Let's go 3 bills plus, and then, you know, hit your 20, 25. That's fine.
Fouled back 0-2.
But you just wonder, because he consistently hits the ball hard. We know that he's as strong as an ox. And obviously he put his mind to lifting the ball a little bit more than he does. He could probably hit you 35, 40 a year.
That's a wave and miss on that change. Change up, both strikeouts.
Yeah, both of them. You know, let's take a look at the Advent Health strike zone. The changeup in on the lefty again. So both of them have been on changeups. Both of them have been to left-handed hitters, and changeups in. They see that ball out of the hand. They think fastball in. They know that they have to react quickly, and obviously it's way too quickly.
Norby goes after the first pitch, pops it up, foul. That's going to be out of play.
That's where you can fool a guy not only with the pitch but the location, because most of the time when you think of changeups, you're thinking middle of the plate down or down and away, not in. Not a lot of guys throw changeups in, but it comes out looking like a fastball. You know you got to be quick to that ball that's in, and if it's a changeup, you have no shot. That's where you're used to seeing the changeup, down and away. He will do that to the righties. He will down and in that changeup to the lefties.
That's a shot, pretty well tagged. Simpson to the track. He'll look up, and that ball is out of here. So Norby belts the home run. And that puts Miami on the board and makes it a 2-1 game. Norby taking those out of East Carolina University, making them proud with this swing.
Well, four-seamer, and that's location. He just back-legged him right there. Knew it off the bat. Cut this Rays lead in half.
Jacob Marcy. Strike. Center fielder.
What is the team from South Florida? What is their prop?
I'm sorry?
For the home runs? Everybody's got a prop.
Yeah.
Rays don't. They just, you know, take the trip down memory lane. Let's see what
they do.
Let's party, fight, and fish. Little marquee.
Popper short left. That's not going to be an easy play, and it's going to drop out of the reach of Caminero. Big turn, and now a throw back to first. And Marcy's back in there.
That is such a tough angle, and there's no way for Chandler Simpson, as fast as he is, to be able to get there. So Junior's got to try to make an over-the-shoulder, one-handed grab, and that ball just was spinning away from him a little too much. Right here, you thought maybe he's got a shot because he started to slow down. Felt like he was confident he was going to be able to get it right here, and then it just doesn't. Love didn't get there.
Rescary Ruiz. Takes ball one. A couple home runs in the early stages of this game. 2 runs shot by Yandy Diaz. Connor Norby with a solo homer, and now Marcy is aboard with that single.
And doesn't that figure in this series too? Because these two teams are known for trying to run you off the field.
Yep.
The running game, that not known for their power at all.
Well, the Rays came in with 34 home runs as a team, and Miami with 33.
Yeah, Miami. What is Miami in the? Let's see, the 13th. 13th in the National League in home runs, but they'll run you off the field. They have the most stolen bases in the game. Rays are 3rd in stolen bases, and those the home runs that you're talking about, that puts them way down the list too.
And action down there. Jesse Schulten.
It's our Raider.
There's a strike. But we have people from Wright State, East Carolina.
East Carolina, no. It's a big game. It's a big series. I was hoping that Jesse was going to get the start because I told you this series deserved a Jesse Schulten's v. Jansen Junk opener. And we almost got it.
Runner breaks on the 3-1. That's a strike, and the throw sails into center field. Marcy up on his way to 3rd.
An on-target throw, and they got it. They got him, and Fiducia, that ball just got away from him a little bit. It's there in plenty of time. It's just wide. If that throw is on the money, it was going to be there well in time.
Well, Marcy picks up his 13th stolen base.
Just rushed it. He rushed it and never got his hand out front to be able to get that to its desired location.
He's a shot down to 3rd. Picked there by Caminero, and the throw to 1st in time. The run on the home run by Norby. We go to the home half of inning 2 with the Rays leading 2-1. Another look at the handiwork by Caminero down there at 3rd.
To everyone making time for
2-1 ball game. Rays have the lead, and they have Richie Palacios in the batter's box to begin the home half of inning 2. Here's the pitch from Jansen Junk. A little bit wide, 1 ball, no strikes. It's a popper down that left side. That's going to be trouble, and it's in there for a base hit. Now headed for second, Palacios, and he is safe at second base in head first. But perfectly placed off the bat of Richie Palacios.
Yeah, I mean, he got a slider, and off the bat, you're like, well, that's going to be high enough that someone's going to be able to make a play on it, but nobody can get there. And so it being that high, it bouncing away from Lopez. Watch Richie. Richie's like, you know what, doggone it. Well, you never know. You never know. Oh, I just turned that into an extra base hit.
Instant scoring opportunity, and here's Mullins putting down the bunt. Nicely done. Quick throw to first, safe over there. And the Rays will have been on the corners. I'll tell you, Mack out from back of that plate with that throw made it close at first.
Yeah, well, and really, I was thinking that he wouldn't even throw it because it was such a good bunt by Mullins, catching this Marlin defense by surprise. A great bunt, even with Norby trying to, come in there and maybe take it away or discourage it at least. And boy, that brand of baseball that these Rays continue to play.
So just like that, 1st and 3rd. Nobody out. Hunter Fiducia. Rays catcher up there now. Field up a bit. There's a strike.
Let's take a look at the Rays. How about here? Sacrifice bunts and bunt hits. I want to know who has more bunt hits than the Rays. Actually, I want to know the 2 teams that have more than the Rays, as good as they've been at that.
1-1.
Chandler Simpson.
Jack Chandler Simpson. He's leading the charge in the bunt department.
Think about that demo that he put on about the things that he does, and obviously that's becoming more a bigger part of his game.
Palacios with the double. He's now at third. Mullins bunting the runner to third and bunting his way on for the base hit.
Right, I'm getting word that the two teams with more bunt hits than the Rays. We've got the Brewers, kind of makes sense. They play a similar style of game. But how about the Pale Hose?
Really? The
Yeah.
Red Sox?
Yeah.
Runner takes off, throw down to second, and that is not in time. You know, they make that, as you pointed out on a number of occasions, they can make that play close with that throw to the first base side of the bag at second. Ramon DeJesus with a call out there, and Mullins picks up his 9th steal.
Well, our Orlando Health slow-mo replay, there's that throw to that side of the bag, maybe a little bit too far, could not get the tag straight down, and a great job of getting really wide out there by Mullins. It's one thing to go to the back of the bag.
Fly ball back into left, sending Stowers back to the wall. He makes the catch. Both runners tag. Palacios scores. Mullins goes to third. And the Rays again have a 2-run lead. It's 3-1 on the sacrifice fly off the bat of Hunter Fiducia.
And how about the other way? And he got it deep enough. Stowers does a nice job of tracking it right to the wall, but he got it deep enough that not only do you get the run home, but you get Mullins up to third. Another, good job with the base running, and another opportunity here. Runner on third, less than 2. One of those situations the Rays have been very proficient in.
Now the infield is in. Taylor Walls at the plate.
And you could do anything. I mean, if Taylor wanted to lay one down, you could. Then score the run. You might get a hit on it.
We'll put him down 0-2.
That's the thing. This, with certain hitters in this lineup, it can be so difficult to defend this team because of all the little tricks that they'll pull out.
Stairs. Yeah. If you're defending this team, you have to be on your toes.
You do, and you have to make clean plays. They have so many guys that run well.
Ground ball, first base, scoop, throw to the plate. That's not in time. Mullins got in there head first. A swipe tag attempted by Mack. The Rays utilizing that speed.
The fact that Morel had to charge that ball, and then he was a little long on the wind and throw to the plate. He had to, I don't know if he's capable of getting rid of it quicker, but he had to. Right there, you see that arm go way back, and then comes through with the strong throw, but everything took a little bit too long. Mullins, a good jump on contact. Again, he gets wide and behind home plate. Let's take a look at Taylor Walls. Taylor. How about the fact that Taylor was coming way in the turf there? He had to get out of the way of that throw, but he came out of the box and cut way into the turf. It's almost like he was trying to be right here. Yeah, he's getting in the way of the throw right there. Oh my. I've never seen that. I've never seen that.
Well, he picks up a run batted in for the fielder's choice and a little hazard duty in between.
He was running interference right there.
That's right.
He was getting in the way, getting in the throwing lane. All under the guise of, oh, my swing took me out into the field. Oh my gosh, I've never seen that.
The ground ball over the mound. Lopez short, stepping on the bag, and the throw to first. The Rays add a couple more runs, 4-1.
Swing and a miss.
Rays fans, get ready for Curds in the third. If the Rays score a run in the third inning, you score free Wisconsin cheese curds. Jesse Schultens will take over on the mound now. 2 innings for Seymour, and here is Schultens.
Well, and I think that's why they wanted him to come in after Ian Seymour. Been much better in that bulk role, although just 2 starts, it can be skewed. It's not where it would end up at the end of the season, but Schultz is another guy that's not afraid to attack that strike zone. Doesn't have the overpowering stuff. You see the fastball at 92 miles per hour, but he will pitch to both sides of the plate. Does a good job of changing speeds and keeping the ball off the barrel of the bat.
Joe Mack, the catcher, quickly down 0-2, fouling that pitch off.
He's just trying to throw these hitters their timing off, not afraid to lean on his defense. That's how they teach it in Fairborn, Ohio, Dwayne.
So I've been told. And the pitch is down. Mack, then Edwards, and Hicks. Great part of the country, though.
It is. Right in the cradle, the old Midwest.
Swing and a miss. And the fastball takes care of Mack. Strike out of the first man Schultens faces.
How about using that previous changeup to set this heater up? Changeup down, and then the fastball up in the low 90s, and he blows it right by him. That's a great shot right there. His short little arm action, and then powering that ball right through the upper part of the zone.
Edwards putting down a bunt. They're going to let it roll, It's going to stop. And that's a bunt base hit.
How does that not roll off the turf?
Well, Camanero's wondering that himself.
Yeah. I thought, you get it going up there, and if it rolls off that turf, then okay, all of a sudden it's going to kick and roll foul, and it stays right on that turf.
Yeah, he sort of bunted a change up there. I mean,
yeah, and he got a roll that only the home team should get.
That's right. Hicks. Stairs. Hicks, the designated hitter. Some pop in the bat. Spent time behind the plate and in first. Moved to first, and Edwards is back in.
Do you know the Marlins this year, as they lead Major League Baseball in stolen bases, they have 16 different players that have at least one stolen base.
That ball into left. Simpson backs up to make the catch, and holding at first, Edwards. Well, both these teams can put on a track meet.
Yeah, and neither team is very good at defending it either.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I mean, stolen bases, Marlins with 52, Rays with 48, but look at the stolen bases allowed. Both are most Major League Baseball for the Marlins. Again, 16. They have guys that aren't even on the team right now that have stolen bases.
Apparently didn't steal enough bases.
Apparently not. Not with this squad. Rays have 9 different players with stolen bases, so they do like to utilize that part of their game. And coming in, especially from the Marlins perspective, going up against this Rays pitching staff, not real easy to put big innings against them. They're going to try to, anybody that gets out there is capable is going to go. And it sounds like it's everybody on that roster.
Mike McCullough there, second year as the manager of the Marlins. Toward the stands and out of reach. 2 strikes.
The Marlins, it's like East Carolina's a pipeline.
Yes.
Down south.
The manager?
Yeah.
He is?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, very prolific area in the country for baseball-related activities. And a base hit punched through the right side. Edwards is going to go to third.
That's like a hit and run without it being an actual hit and run.
Yep.
And when you look to see where Richie Palacios is at, then you get the breaking ball moving down and away. Watch how he just sits back and waits on it and just pokes it there. He knows he's got a huge hole with the runner being held. There's basically no first baseman and there's no second baseman. So he gets the ball moving away from him. He's not even trying to do anything but just play pepper with the right side of the field. He sprays the ball around too. That's how you hit for a high average. You got to use the whole field.
2 men on, 2 men out. Morel, the hitter. Pitch close, but that's ball 1 on the opening fastball. Strike. Morel at first base tonight. Remember him spending some time here with the Rays. When he first came up with the Cubs, he played center field, also played second, short, and third. And until then at first base for the Marlins here tonight. One. Ground ball. Nice stop there by Walls, and he'll get the force at second. That ball sharply hit by Morel. Walls, a nice pick there to end the inning.
You're ready, we're ready. So
there has been a great deal, not only of collaboration, but there's been compromise. There's been compromise on everyone's part because we are all going towards the same goal. And we've said this for several years now, is that the Rays belong in Tampa Bay.
Well, that's a pretty good summary and a great intro to Kid Babby here with us again, the third member of our crew.
We're making a habit out of this on the weekends, huh?
I'll tell you, it's nice to have you here, especially when things apparently are moving in the direction in which they are. It's a process, as we all know, but I think there were some good things that came out of that little get-together.
Yeah, it was a good week. We, brought forward a memorandum of understanding between the Rays, the city of Tampa, and Hillsborough County, and we'll move that forward with a couple of big votes next week on a non-binding MOU, another important step in the process, which we're really proud of. That came after, really months of conversation with the county and the city, a lot of give and take, a lot of discussion, a lot of a lot of positive process, and we'll put that forward to a vote next week.
Was this something that came together rather quickly at the end?
I think timelines have a sort of a funny way of creating urgency, but I will tell you, we've been working hard on all sides in this for many months. We took ownership of the team in early October, and I think our first meeting about the new ballpark and trying to determine a site was the morning after that. Working alongside the county, the city, the staff of both of those groups, we always saw that there was a vision to do something special here. It's why we believe in Tampa Bay. It's why our group bought the team, and a chance to really create something special here.
Dorby with a play on the throw to first.
So the
is out of there.
The votes on Wednesday, Thursday. Now, what's that all about? Now, who will be voting, and how does that go down?
Yeah, I think as as our fans have seen, this is a progressive journey, and each step through that process is another milestone and momentum step towards groundbreaking and ultimately towards baseball in April of 2029 in Tampa, which we've been serious about from our first moments of buying the team. But it's, next week is another moment. We talked, I think, on the air last week about the city council workshop and fans that came out and stormed the city hall to have folks be excited about it. This is another opportunity next week on Wednesday. Hillsborough County will take a vote. On Thursday, city council will take a vote. And then we'll move to what's called definitive documents. Those are the final documents between the Rays, the city, and the county, and have a set of votes on those documents. And then we'll be off and running and schedule groundbreaking and be ready to go. So this is an important step in the process. There's still work to do. There's still items to still be resolved, as the mayor and Chairman Hagan said today. But we're working very hard through those issues.
So when you get through the next couple of votes and it goes to that next step, is that when it becomes binding?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct. And look, the way that we've approached this is to emphasize the importance of transparency, open public meetings, council hearings, workshops, over a dozen of public meetings that we've done both at high schools, community centers, sports bars, at the press box, all through the community, talking about what we're trying to do so that everybody in the community has to get a chance to engage and ask questions.
Ken, what would be the timeline to this point? I mean, this is a major move right now. So or can we even project that yet?
Yeah, no, look, this is a really important step. What we saw today is a framework of an agreement to build a 130-acre development to rejuvenate a college in Hillsborough College. A project that's going to have, as we've talked about, over $55 billion of economic impact. 11,900 new jobs. Creating a district that's going to have, substantial. We're talking about 10 million attendees to this district every, as we're building this out every year. That's going to have enormous impact in our tourism community, bringing people as a destination here to Tampa Bay, and of course the forever home of the Tampa Bay Rays, which after 2 decades, questions have been asked about this team, and we'll get a chance to finally realize this dream and this vision. It's a really exciting time, as we said. Still work to do, but if you're a Rays fan and you're excited about the future of this team on the field, you have a lot to be excited about, we hope, off as well.
Well, you look at that, and it's a potential signature piece for the franchise. Just like, well, you were up in Fenway. That was your first time up in Fenway, was it, or not?
No, I've been to Fenway many times, but to be there in this lens, in this role, it definitely gave me perspective about building a ballpark is special, being in a ballpark. I grew up, I've talked about this, my father was part of the team that built Oriole Park at Camden Yards, really the ballpark that changed baseball forever. And to have a front row seat in an experience like that, and to be honored to be in a role like this with this ownership group and this community, building this public-private partnership the way we're doing it, is a uniquely special and very honestly humbling experience.
Yeah, and I think those points are important, because you see Fenway, you see the ballpark in Baltimore, and you see what this could be as a signature for a community.
That's right. It's so much more than baseball, Dwayne. I think, we're talking about, we're bringing world-class events, concerts, residencies, potentially national championship games, all kinds of things that we can do with an indoor venue of this size, with this vision, and of course all the other benefits that come from it. As the mayor said today, and I thought it was a really powerful moment.
Speaking of power, there's a shot. It's a foul ball, but boy,
just missed it. Yeah, no, that's the power we're talking about. It was a powerful moment today when the mayor said, I don't know why any elected official wouldn't move this non-binding MOU forward. And it's great to have the mayor and Chairman Hagan and so many others in the community that have come out these last few weeks and said, we need to make this happen for Tampa Bay.
It feels like, the momentum.
Yeah.
The momentum of that, because now it's out there.
That's right.
And it's moving in the direction you want it to move.
Yeah, that's right, BA. I mean, I think, like the game on the field, it's about tenacity and perseverance and hard work. And I got to give incredible credit to the county and staff. They worked through holidays, they worked through Mother's Day, they worked through just about every late night and weekend, and the staff at the city to make this stage an important part of our process. and we look forward to continuing.
Ground ball to second. It's going to end the inning. Well, it's a community effort, and
right.
Going forward, we look for more progress from the community.
We'll do this again soon, guys. Raise up.
Looking forward to it.
All right.
Anytime.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks.
Awesome.
Summer's here. Who's ready for camp? And
Union Home Mortgage drone cam right there. A great addition. It's a beautiful night. Kyle Stowers going after the first pitch. Taylor Walls waiting for that one to come down.
That was up there forever.
I mean, I wasn't sure how high that thing could go and stay up there that long.
I bet you were paying them all, Red.
So one away, and here is Norby. That's a strike. Well, Norby hit the home run in the second inning, his 4th of the year. That followed the Rays' 2-run first. The Rays have added a couple more. They have this 4-1 lead. Jesse Schulten's out there on the hill. 1-1. Down to short. Walls takes care of that. 2 up, 2 down. The Rays come in 28-14, starting the day 2 games up in the American League East. It's been a great run coming off that 4-2 road trip. An 8 of 10. Jacob Marcy. Strike 1. Field playing him slightly to pull the ball.
You know,
and a base hit through the right side will put him on for the 2nd straight time.
You know, it's funny, Dwayne, you're talking about that last road trip, and you know, you go on that trip and say, hey, you're going to go to Boston, Toronto, go 4-2. You'd be like, okay, we won 2 series.
Yep.
And you're going to like that. But you look at the last couple of road trips for the Rays. You know, White Sox and Pittsburgh, they went 4-2. You felt like it could have been better because they lost that last game in Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Cleveland, they go up there, they win the first 2, drop the last game. You're like, man, that could have been a sweep. This past one, you know, 4-2. You're thinking it should have been 5-1.
Yeah, Ruiz puts down the bunt, and Schulten's with some outstanding dexterity off the mound takes care of that 2-out bunt, which is interesting.
Yeah, very.
And I guess there's no challenge.
That's your guy, Esteuri.
Rays coming in to hit in the bottom of the 4th.
I'm not playing first base anymore.
Don't miss the celebration of Colombian heritage at Tropicana Field. That'll be Friday, May 29th, when the Angels are in town. At the bottom of the 4th, Richie Palacios, who keyed the 2-run second inning with a double, takes ball 1. Half foul. 1. 4-3-1 for the Rays. 1-5-0 for the Marlins. Two. Another pitch. 2-2 count. Square it. 2-2. Ground ball over the mound and through into center. Palacios is 2 for 2. Leadoff single in the 4th.
Good at bat there by Richie. Fouling off some pitches, working deep into the count. Then he gets a changeup that doesn't do much. He is not fooled, and he hammers that ball through the middle of the field. And another stolen base threat guy out there on base to lead off an inning. So buckle up.
Yeah. On there, leading off the inning. Second hit, 2 for 2. There's a strike to Mullins. Palacios has a birthday tomorrow. He's starting the celebration early. Back in at first base. He'll be 29 tomorrow. For 2 night, double and a run scored. And a bunt, third base side, and a good one. Thrown to first. Safe there, and the Rays have men at first and second. Second straight bunt hit for Mullins.
Yeah, I mean, just this team. You're wondering, is Richie going to run? When's Richie going to run? And then all of a sudden, look at Norby. Norby is playing so far in, and it doesn't matter. He's got no answer. He should have never thrown that ball. Wasn't going to be close. Almost threw it up the line. I mean, you are positioning yourself to take this away. And Cedric's like, yeah, I'm going to do it anyway.
Yep.
And I'm going to do it well enough that I'm still going to be staying.
So 2 for 2 on 2 bunt hits.
Keep him coming.
Under Fiducia. Now he's going to bunt.
They are.
Back to the mound. He is out at third. Junk down there got that ball early enough to make that play at third.
I'd like to see where Fiducia was trying to bunt that. Obviously, you're not trying to bunt it right back to the pitcher because that's unfortunately what can happen. He's squared around. Yeah, I don't know. You won't, in that situation, you want to bunt it at the third baseman. Force him to have to come in and make a play, and you guarantee guys will be at second and third at least. But by bunting it right back to the pitcher, you open up the opportunity for this. So I think you just got around that ball a little too much.
Taylor Walls. There's a base hit up the right side. Extra bases coming. Mullins scores. Fiducia's being waved around third. He is safe. The throw to third and out there. But the Rays get 2 more runs. Walls gets a double and is cut down at third base.
By a great throw from Christopher Morel. And you got to be aggressive right there because the throw is actually coming to the plate. Morel cuts it and throws a BB to third. There's the shot up the line. And now here it comes. You talked about a track meet. Watch him run. Watch him run. The throw's going to try to go to home. Watch Morel. This is an absolute rocket. And he got it.
So that goes 9-3-5.
Get a gun on that throw.
2 more runs. Wow. Now Norby way in at third with Simpson up there, and that's a strike.
I mean, Morel, boy, you talk about stepping into a throw. That is a cannon.
Two.
And by the way, just because Taylor got thrown out at third there, I love him going.
Yeah.
You're forcing the Marlins to make a perfect play.
Yep.
And not to mention the throws, they're trying to get the runner at the plate. It was a nice job by Morel to cut and then make the throw that he did to get Taylor, but Taylor, he did exactly what he was supposed to do. You get thrown out like that, okay, you tip your hat, you move it along.
Two to Simpson. The Rays now with 6 runs in, 6 hits. Couple walks. Back to first run across the plate. Came on a walk. There's a shot off the bat of Simpson back into the right field corner. He's off to the races. Around second, already on his way to third. He's going to make that easily.
That was fun to watch. That was fun to watch. This is one of my favorite plays in baseball. And then look at the way these guys are yucking it up. Just watching him go. And oh, by the way, the fact that you can slide and get to your feet before the ball gets to the third baseman, even better.
Yep.
You know, when I played for Arizona, I used to love a Tony Womack triple.
Yeah.
Same thing like these guys feel about Champ. It's fun to watch him run. Watch the speed, watch the way they cut the bases.
Well, it's a pretty play in baseball.
Yeah.
That triple, you get a guy who can run the way Chandler can. It's fun to watch. And the aftermath, fun as well.
Yeah, again, he didn't need to slide. He had a head first slide and was to his feet before the ball got to Norby.
Yeah. Well, let's just take a look. Watch him run.
I mean, that's where he just kicks it into gear. And watch him get down and get up before Norby even gets the ball. That's borderline mean, disrespectful.
Caminero takes a big cut and misses. Strike one. The Rays with a couple more runs in the inning. 2 runs, 4 hits in the frame. Ball and a strike. Foul ball the other way. 1-2. We have yet to complete 4 innings, and 7 of the 9 spots in the Rays lineup has been on base already. 6 runs, 7 hits, a couple walks in the mix. The triple for Simpson is 4th. And a swing and foul tip strikeout. The Rays add a couple more. Chandler Simpson had a chance to run in the inning. We go to the 5th. MLB partnering with Crisis Line, the Crisis Text Line, increasing mental health awareness. Free 24/7 confidential support. In English and Spanish, text MLB to 741-741. MLB 741-741. 1 strike to count. Joe Mack, catcher, leading off. Jesse Schultens now with a 6-1 lead out there, and Mack fouls it back. Seymour open, worked 2 innings. Schultens. He gets his man with that changeup.
Tell you what, this is such a big pitch for this Rays pitching staff, up and down. How about our Orlando Health slow-mo replay? You get a really good shot at the decision-making of the hitter. He thinks that pitch is out over the plate, down bottom of the zone. I got to go after it. And not only is it not there, but it's below the zone by the time it gets to you.
And you know, it's a handful of numbers, but you see that pitch reflected in what he's done against left-handed hitters so far.
Yeah.
They're under 200 against him.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. That's a big pitch for him against them. He likes to run that little slider cutter hybrid pitch in, and that opens up away and it opens up down, and it speeds a hitter up. Because anytime you come in on a hitter, that's a pitch that if you want to get the barrel to, it's got to get all the way through the zone and then some to be able to hit that pitch.
Yep.
So you've got to be quick. Well, if you make them too quick in there and then pull the string, well.
Right there, 2-1. Good job by Felicia.
Yeah, Xavier maybe not seeing that one clearly.
Stroked into left for a base hit. Simpson cuts it off on one hop, and Edwards is 2 for 3 tonight. Both his hits coming against Chilton's. Fifteen multi-hit games now with aboard. Hicks at the plate. 1. Checked in time, 2-0. His numbers with men on base, 364.
I guess that's how you get to his RBI total. At the top of the zone.
Back. Rays pitchers strike out 10 or more hitters during a home game. You get free Busch Gardens tickets. Visit CaneStrikeout.com for more details. Restrictions apply. Hicks 247 last year, and dedicated himself in the offseason to get stronger, and seems to have paid off to this point. High pop right there, and Camaro's going to take care of that. Came into this one with 9 home runs already this year and a .295 average. And 0 for 3 tonight, however. Chilton has retired him twice. 2 outs in the 5th, and Otto Lopez is the hitter. Strike, upper part of the zone. 1. Lopez, born in the Dominican, but spent a good part of his time growing up in Montreal. In fact, he played for Canada in the World Baseball Classic in 23, down to third. Cabanero's throw is high. Aranda had to go up after it and could not hold it, and that's going to allow Lopez to reach. What looked to be the third out turns into an error on this high throw.
I mean, he has everything under control, throwing on the run, and it just sailed on him. Sometimes when you try to take something off of a throw, it takes off on you. And it kind of like he was aiming the ball over there, and Aranda gets all the way up but can't and shouldn't have had to go up to get it.
Yeah, and there's no telling if he doesn't come up with that ball, what happens. You know, Edwards is going to be at least at third. He might have scored right there if that ball stays in play.
And I think this is all about just calming everybody down. That right there is the end of the inning 99.9% of the time.
Yep. Well, come to Tropicana Field tomorrow. The Rays take on the Marlins, and the first 10,000 fans receive the Jonathan Aranda bobblehead presented by RIPA. R-I-P-A. Visit RaysBaseball.com/tickets. First and second, 2 outs. Morel. 1-0. Well, guys, be careful about giving teams extra outs. Lifted toward right center, and that will be Mullins to make the catch. 2 men left. Aranda leads off when we come back.
We're here for those.
And we welcome you back inside Tropicana Field. Earlier in today's game, Rays fans got to see and celebrate a guy who really created a lot of laughs here and enjoyable moments in Pete Fairbanks. Now, Pete Fairbanks, a relief pitcher, former for the Rays, spent 7 seasons with this organization, and we were able to catch up with him earlier today. And guys, he still brought the energy, still brought the jokes. He said coming here and back inside the Trop brought back a lot of emotions, a lot of memories. He says it has a certain charm to it, but he did mention that being here in Tampa was a huge part of his life. It's where he started his family, built strong relationships with a lot of the guys still inside the Rays dugout. So to return and experience it now from the visiting side, he called it a pretty unique feeling. But he also said something that was pretty funny too as well. He said, any chance you get to face a team sitting at the top of the American League, you embrace that challenge. So he hopes to help the Marlins out any way he can. Guys?
Yeah, a lot of saves here in his career the last 3 years, 20 plus. I think he went 25, 23, and 27. Aranda takes ball 3. It's 3-1.
That is correct.
Thumbs up there.
He liked it. He liked it.
Yep.
Always listening, Dwayne. They're always listening.
Yep. Well, leadoff walk drawn by Jonathan Aranda.
Well, our Papa John's key ingredients. Let's take a look at the last 19 games and what this team has done. How about 16 wins? But look at the sheer dominance. 79-40, the cumulative score. Starter ERA really 1.68 over the last 3 weeks. Bullpen not too far behind. Really interesting what this club is putting together here. And how about this? Jump on him.
Oh boy, that's so important. Ball, 1 strike to Andy Diaz. Jump to a 2-0 lead in this one. Made it 4-1, 6-1 now. Batting in the bottom of inning 5.
There's that rotation. I mean, whoever's not pitching that night, this is what they do. What a great grouut.
Over to short. Lopez to Edwards, and Edwards to Morrell. 6-4-3. Well, it becomes a private club in a way with that rotation.
Yeah, I mean, you got Drew, you got Nick Martinez, you got Shane McClanahan, and look at this, just a touch, a smidge, if you will, behind the Atlanta Braves. 3.00 earned run average from their starters. Impressive, no?
You know, we've talked about the makeup of this club and the position player side and how interesting it is. But the pitching side, same kind of thing, kind of a throwback, you know, a decade or two in the way they go about being successful.
Yeah, I mean, they have that style of pitching where they're going to pitch to both sides of the plate. I don't think a lot of guys in today's game are comfortable pitching in. All of those guys are. So you pitch in, it opens up the outside part of the plate. It opens up short, which is why you're seeing this entire staff using the changeup more and more. And it's a style of pitching that is not prevalent. Now it's all about velocity, spin, you know, ripping breaking balls. I mean, this Marlins team, they throw the breaking ball more than any team in Major League Baseball. Where on the flip side, the Rays are all about the changeup.
Yep.
So yeah, obviously different philosophies, but the Rays, it's a more of an old school style of pitching and hitting, and it's working.
Fraley behind in the count. 1-2 count. And he is out on strikes. And at the end of 5, the Rays have built a 6-1 lead. Rays postgame concert series back in full swing right here at Tropicana Field. Old Swindell comes your way Saturday, May 30th. Rays take on the Angels. You're going to level up your experience with an on-field wristband and get even closer to the music. Visit RaysBaseball.com/concerts. While Stowers leads off here in the 6th inning. First pitch strike again by the Rays right-hander, Jesse Schultens. One. Schultens at 41 pitches. Took over to begin the 3rd inning. And Seymour worked the front 2 as the opener. Close, but a little wide, 2-1. Up there to get that one by him.
Now, how about that? In a 2-1 count, too. So the hitter, you got to believe, is sitting dead red on that fastball. And Schultens is able to power through the upper part of the zone to get him. Now, late timeout by Stowers. Some gamesmanship. Each hitter gets one. There's some strategery involved, right?
That's exactly right. Trying to figure out how to spell that. Upstairs. The count is full. And he is out on strikes right there. How about that?
Yeah, that had some late movement. That's that little hybrid pitch that at times that Schultens will use as a true slider. Other times it'll have more of a cutter look. This one right here, you know, kind of flat, but he keeps it in tight and close to him. And Stowers just commits too early. commits and realizes, uh-oh, and cannot hold up.
Norby. Strike one. Connor Norby, his 4th home run of the year. It came with 2 outs and the bases empty in the 2nd. Ball and a strike.
Hot corner alert led the nation with 102 hits in 2021 at East Carolina. See, I messed that up last year.
Yes.
Because at Wright State, Jesse may know this, we would always start the year going down to Western Carolina.
Yes.
And play the Catamounts.
Yes.
And I dropped a, you know, I won't even say it again. I dropped a, there was a few extra letters at the end of East. And boy, did I hear about it. I still hear about it.
So here's the home run.
Middle. I mean, there's just nothing to break down there. You throw a fastball middle, you're going to give up some of these. Trust me. I'll tell you.
Into the dugout.
You know what else that I don't hear the end of? Is complimenting the Angels as a team 5-6 years ago.
Ah, yeah.
Said they, yeah. I don't hear about the end of that.
Still wearing that?
Wearing it more often than you would think, especially with them on the upcoming schedule.
Yep.
Yeah. There you go. I made a comment. The Rays went out. Do you remember when Reed Detmers no-hit?
They're waiting.
Reed Detmers no-hit the Rays.
Yes.
When Joe Madden was managing them, and they looked to be pretty good that year. At that point, they were like a half a game out, you know, whatever. And I came back and I said, boy, I'll tell you what, the Angels, you know, they look like a real team, like a team that, you know, Joe's got them playing that old, you know, the style of baseball that he likes, and they immediately went in the tank. Joe ended up getting let go, and I haven't heard the end of it since. My belief in the Angels.
Things just fell apart after that.
For in a lot of ways. I mean,
yeah, we don't have
pieces, parts falling all over the place with this guy.
It's a strike to Morrissey.
I do bring good stories to the room.
Yes, yeah, oh, without question.
And they're not, I don't embellish. Try to stick to what happened.
Real time. Real stories in real time with Brian Anderson.
I can't believe that. See, that what did I tell you?
Yeah.
You hit on it. The fact that graphic was ready to go. Was ready to go.
Hey, look at that. Think about that.
I wonder what years he held the belt. He was world heavyweight champion.
There you go. Uh-oh. Back into deep right field with Carey, and that ball is going to get out of here. Marcy hits his 3rd home run of the year, and he is 3 for 3 tonight. That makes it a 6-2 ball game.
This is that old baseball adage about down and in to a lefty. See it right here. Down and in. And that's the classic swing, and can at times be the classic result.
So the solo home run. Now a fly ball to left by Ruiz, and right there to catch it is Simpson. 1 run, 1 hit. Nobody left. Bottom of inning 6 coming, and Richie Palacios will lead off. It's a 6-2 ball game.
Did I love making fun?
Rays up 6-2 over the Marlins in the Citrus Series as we head to the bottom of the 6th.
Alongside Grant Balfour, I'm Rich Hollenberg, chilling in the Rooms to Go lounge. And one thing we noticed, Grant, the bottom half of the Rays order is generating a lot of production.
Yeah, Richie Palacios, started off, led off the inning the last 2 times here. About to start off the inning here. Let's hope they can keep the same thing going. He's 2 for 2 tonight. And that bottom of the order, 4 runs, 5 hits, 4 RBIs. And they continue to power the Rays through tonight.
Let's continue that trend, D-Wayne.
It sounds like a great game plan. And to start it, here is Richie Palacios, who, as you mentioned, already 2 for 2 tonight, with a double and a single, a run scored. And that first pitch from Jansen Junk, strike. But not this one, 1-1. Team with 7 hits. And that's a shot pulled foul. Just a little quick on that one. 1-2. Fans, claim your share of the Rays 50-50 charity raffle jackpot, proceeds supporting youth programming in Tampa Bay. You can win big and support the community. Donate and win from home at rays5050.com. Nice grab out there. 2-2.
Boy, look at that. Last 4 games. It's the impressive thing is this lineup. They continue, all the guys chipping in.
It's Ruiz, and that ball is not playable. Boy, it hit something up there.
Yeah.
That redirected it.
Absolutely, hit foul territory, so no play. One of the rings, Dwayne.
Yeah, it hit one of those and changed the direction. Going over the ground rules right now. 2-2. And strike 3 called. And Richie Palacios out for the first time tonight. 3rd strikeout of the evening for Junk. He has 2 in a row.
Yeah, and obviously Rich just looking for something else. Not looking for that fastball, and he put it a great spot. Bottom of the zone, outer half of the plate. How close do you think Norby's going to be playing here? He's going to be
2 for 2 with 2 bunts.
Yeah, he'd be close enough to go through his,
Yeah, very close.
Very close. And he is in tight. But he was the last 2 times too.
Yep.
That's how good Cedric was at laying that bunt down. Hot corner alert. Only player in Major League Baseball this season with multiple bunt hits in a game.
Of course. And now he sends one deep to right field. Ruiz will look up, and that baby is out of here. Cedric Mullins on a 1-1 pitch. And what a night he's having. 2 bunt hits and a home run and 3 runs scored.
The combined distance of his hits, whatever this home run is, add like 50, 60.
That's about right. How about that off the bat of Mullins, his 3rd home run of the year. And the Rays lead is again back up to 5.
What a night.
Dusha. He gets under one. Whoa, a towering blast up in the rafters, and it hit one of those and bounced back toward the line, dropping into fair territory there.
That hit, if you're staring out at straightaway center field, it hit the 2nd speaker going towards the right field line.
And I think that's the point that Kevin Cash wants to make. Let's see.
It's the B
about
ring.
That.
It's the B ring, and it's the 2nd speaker from center field towards right field line.
All right.
And
he's going to get a double.
You could even read the lips of Quinn Wolcott telling Kevin Cash that hit the speaker. Right, okay, right here.
B-ring speaker.
Thanks, Gare. Yeah, because
swings and misses.
You forget the ground rules here. A and B.
Yep.
And this is the one we're talking about. It's the one that hit. A and B are doubles. C and D are the homers.
Yep. And frankly, I'm glad that somebody could give us the actual location of that, because you get that ball up there among the rings and it's a little difficult to follow.
Oh yeah, no, I think only because that speaker, the way it was hanging, and just following that ball, because you're right. Once it gets up there, everything's the same color. The rubbed up baseball and the pillars and the catwalks and all of that. It can be real difficult, no doubt.
Upstairs, 2-2. Well, after the strikeout of Palacios, Mullins hit the home run. Now the double by Fiducia. Nothing doing back there. So 7 runs tonight on 9 hits for the Rays. They've also drawn 3 walks. Walls fouls it. Taylor leading the charge tonight with 3 runs batted in. That's the thing about this this game tonight. Rays with 7 runs, 5 of the runs batted in from the 7, 8, and 9 spots. Bottom of the order has been very busy. Gandhi hit the 2-run homer out of the cleanup spot in the first inning. Two. Count is full. Call. 2 gone.
Oh, you know what? Let's go to the last at bat for Chandler Simpson, and let's take a look at a StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud, and watch the avatar go. 30.4 feet per second. MLB average is 28.9. That's getting after it, D-Wayne.
And that he does.
And anything at 30 plus is what we in the biz like to call a bolt.
Elite.
I love how you just changed your whole vernacular right there.
Oh, this one deflects off of Junk. Picked up by Normie. That's going to be a base hit. So it will be first and third.
It had to hurt.
Well, I'll tell you, he was a little slow in getting up.
That's exactly what you're talking about. I mean, that's a hard one hopper off Junk.
And that's going to be it. Junk will depart.
Order in the Pizza Hut app.
Rays Baseball is brought to you by Advent Health. You are our priority in a medical emergency. Advent Health. The Rays building a 7-2 lead. And put up another threat. 2 outs here in the 6th inning with Junior Caminero about to step in.
What a tough night for Jansen Junk. Pitching into the 6th inning, good. 10 hits, 7 earned runs, and still responsible for a couple of guys that are still out there.
Michael Peterson, the new pitcher. Caminero looking for his first hit. Ball 1. Goes the runner, thrown down, and oh, he is out. Simpson caught trying to steal, and that will end this inning. The Rays settle for the home run by Cedric Mullins, his 3rd hit of the night, and we have gone through 6. 7-2 Tampa Bay.
Give me 30 seconds. I'll have you.
Come on! 7th inning is brought to you by Hyundai, and on to inning 7 we go. Rays leading 7-2. Joe Mack, the catcher, leads off here. His 3rd plate appearance, and he skies it toward the right field line. Fraley is over, and that ball hit something over there into the rings in foul territory. So that's a strike.
Do you remember back in olden times when they came out here and did a little experiment and said that a ball would never be able to reach the rings? Do you remember that? Because I do.
Well, we have to be careful what we believe. Simpson takes care of that fly ball. Mack is retired. One away. We'll open the phone lines later.
There's something. There's just something about when these two teams get together.
That's right.
Brings out the best in all.
I like your perspective.
You wouldn't call it the best, right?
There's a strike. Well, the Rays, you know, take a look at the rivalry all time. The Rays, pretty good lead there with 84 wins.
They were
shutouts and a dozen walk-offs.
They were a game under 500. The Rays were a game under 500 when Kevin Cash took over as manager.
Yep.
So it's been all Rays since he stepped into the dugout.
Down 2-1. Hendricks with an infield hit in the 3rd. A line base hit in the 5th. Now square at 2-2. Seymour worked the front too. It's been Schulten since. Working 1 out into the 7th. Down. He's in the mid 60s in pitch count. Picks on deck. Venus in the bullpen. There's strike 3 call. 2 up, 2 down in the 7th inning. Well, let's go down memory lane.
Well, this is today. This is the start of the game. Bottom of the 1st inning, and that ball just never got there. They just threw one off Fraley's bat. Did you see how big those eyes got?
Yes.
What just happened? Yeah, I'm telling you, there's something about this. Is MLB's rivalry weekend, and this is it, the Citrus Series.
Liner foul. Screening behind the bullpen. And they're just beyond where Casey Lagomina is warming up right now.
You know what? We need to come up with like some sort of trophy for the winner of this series at the end of every year.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, like a bronze flamingo or a wooden flamingo. You'd run it from dugout to dugout.
Sure, yeah.
And sometimes, you know, listen, there could be a year where you split it down the middle, 3 and 3.
Looked it into center field, and Mullins a little bit to his right is there. 1, 2, 3 in the top of the inning. 7th inning stretch time. Brought to you by the Citrus Series.
Love it.
Rays Baseball is brought to you by Orlando Health. We make it personal. Well, it has been all Rays to this point, 7-2. And they're coming into bat in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, we talked about it coming in. The Rays were going to go with the opener, and right now that is looking like a good decision as both Ian Seymour and Jesse Schultz have thrown the ball well, and it's been the Rays' bottom half of their lineup. Cedric Mullins, how about his night?
Yes.
2 bunt hits to his first 2 at-bats, and then he decides to swing the bat and just pops a homer. Taylor Walls with a 2-run double in the 4th inning. Yandy Diaz having a nice night, but everybody chipping in.
Junior Caminero leads off the bottom of the 7th and takes the pitch down. Ball, no strikes. Lifts it into center field. That's caught by Marcy out there. Speaking of the Miami center fielder, how about this? Both 7th place hitters, Marcy being one, Mullins being the other, are 3 for 3. Not only that, but they both have 2 singles in their first 2 at-bats and a home run in their 3rd at-bat.
Well, there you go. Another baseball oddity.
First time that's ever happened in the season series. 1 ball, no strikes.
We just completely ignored the chart. They're trying to bring a little knowledge back to this telecast.
Could be beyond that.
I think we have definitely jumped the shark.
Yep. Michael Peterson's pitch is a strike, and it's 2-1. Trip back on the last road trip.
That's what happens when you play a night game getaway day and then have to clear customs.
Yep.
You're crawling into bed at 4:30, and you know it takes a little bit of time to recover.
2-2.
I got into bed. My little whoop told me that I fell asleep at 3:52, and then I woke up at 6:49, so I could go see the kids off to school.
High school.
2 hours and 57 minutes sleep.
Yep.
And then didn't nap. Just took it on the chin the rest of the day.
Yeah. Well,
got some stuff done though around around the house.
I got up for a different reason and then went right back to bed.
Nice.
3-2. That's all I'm going to say about that. Swing and a miss. So 2 up and 2 down.
Before we get back to this, you have anything else on Mullins or Marcy?
Not yet. We'll wait and see what happens.
How about this? The 2 best records in the American League reside in the East, and it's really not close the rest of the way. As you see, the Orioles in 3rd place, 9 games out, 4 games under. And right now, it has been all Rays, all Yankees, and the Rays, as hot as they've been able to overtake the Yankees, now have a 2-game lead on them. 3 in the loss column.
I'm going to tell you, this team has been so much fun. You get to certain spots. Here we are, quarter of the way through. The team has played well. It's been entertaining.
Oh yeah, for sure.
To watch.
And all of the heavily invested analytic people are saying, how are they doing this?
Yes.
This should not be. This should not be.
Yep.
According to our calculations of all of the metrics, your record should be this.
Yep.
Cool, but it's not.
Yep.
And they're just playing a different style of baseball that is hard to quantify.
It has emerged from the large knowledge of the game. Ground ball up the middle, and right there, Edwards back at second makes the play. So it's a 1-2-3 7th inning. Beautiful look there from St. Petersburg. 7-2 Rays.
Welcome back to Papa John's. I'm Hanson.
Rays TV is presented by Union Home Mortgage. Well, the Rays got 2 innings from the opener. Ian Seymour, 5 very good innings from Jesse Schultens, and now it's Casey Lugamina out there on the hill. He will face Otto Lopez. Swing and a foul ball in play.
Well, how about that? Leaning on that fastball between the 4 and the 2 seam. 64% of the time, sweep it. Change up a slider, averages 93, gives you a different look with the arm angle and the release point.
Swing, a little foul right there. Nardi up in the bullpen. Ball 2 strikes. Two. To the right side, over to make the pickup and the throw to first. Palacios takes care of that ground ball.
That ball looked to have a little bit of English on it, kind of bouncing around. That was not an easy, as Richie made it look. And that ball had a little right there. It started to back up on it. You see him, boom. Now you're trying to find it.
Morrell going for the first one, lifting it into short left. And Chandler Simpson right there. 2 up and 2 down. Kyle Stowers, batter's box. Hot shot, and it's caught by Palacio. Boy, he blistered that one, a hot shot line drive. And Richie right there for it in a 1-2-3 inning. A leap and a grab. 7-2 Rays.
Do you know why original Tropicana Pure Premium?
Rays TV is presented by Union Home Mortgage. We're headed into the home half of inning 8. Oh, what a hot shot caught by Palacios. That went 110.1 miles per hour. And now with the left-hander Nardi in there, the Rays will have Johnny DeLuca to hit in the place of Fraley. A ball, no strikes. It's in there. Well, the right-handed bat of DeLuca. Palacios on deck, but he will be lifted, and Williamson will hit with the left-hander out there. So it's going to be Ben Williamson. Popper up the right field line into foul territory in a hurry, and Ruiz got there, but left the ball behind him.
Wow. Wow.
And he had Morel and Ruiz.
You know, yeah, just an assumption made. We know not to assume in the game of baseball. Nardi back to work.
Stairs. 95 on that one, and no play, the ruling on that ball down the right side.
How is that a no play? Oh, because he had to run to it?
Well, he didn't make it, so if he didn't make the play, was there really a play? And now DeLuca is out. How about this for a play?
110 plus off the bat. Yep. That ball got behind him, and what a snag there by Richie. He's like, you got to be kidding me, right?
Bauer says, really? And now it will be Williamson to hit in the place of Palacios. The lefty out there. A strike.
Just because of the way this went the last time we talked about it, and the fact that this is rivalry weekend, the big Citrus Series. Do you know what we haven't seen tonight, Dwayne? An ABS challenge. Not one.
Whoa.
Not one.
Right.
Now, the last time we went to that, I mean, there were probably 4 or 5. Yeah, like right there. That would have been a great time to challenge. There's not been one challenge here tonight. That's Quinn Wolcott back behind the plate doing a job.
Foul ball. Yeah, that's a pretty keen observation right there.
You know what? Because I like looking for it. And I like the little graphic, the little suspense before you find out ball, strike, confirm, not. And I noticed that this game has had a little bit of everything else, but not that.
Yeah, didn't need that tonight. It had everything else.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, look
pulsing.
It is. Yeah.
Pulsing out there waiting.
Ready to strike.
Williamson is out on strikes. 2 outs here against Nardi.
Well, let's go back and take a look at that pitch. Our Orlando Health slow-mo replay. And look at that ball. It's like seemingly climbing. Obviously, optical illusion. But that's what that elevated fastball does. And hitters have a hard time getting to it.
That's a big cut and a foul ball. But Cedric Mullins 3 for 3 tonight. And now he's up there against the lefty. A couple bunt singles. A home run. He has a run batted in. He scored 3 times. Good take right there. 1-1.
You think there was
Close.
a gentleman's agreement to not challenge? Because that right there would have been 0-2.
Yep. Down to first, and that's going to be a fair ball off the mitt of Morrell. And Mullins is 4 for 4 tonight. Cedric Mullins having a big night.
Well, you love that for him. And getting it done all the different ways, as you pointed out. He rips this ball, and Morrell with a little dive and not able to come up with it clean, and there's the fourth hit.
Fiducia will be lifted. Got a run batted in, had a double, scored a run. Nick Fortes will hit against the lefty. Strike. 3 pinch hitters here for the Rays in the bottom of the 8th inning. Foul in front of the stands, back of first. Fiducia had a run batted in. He scored a run. Also had a double. Cortez hitting in his place. Broke his bat, popped it up foul. Morrell makes the catch, and we are through 8. With the Rays holding a 7-2 lead.
Telecast is presented by authority of the Tampa Bay Rays and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Tampa Bay Rays.
It is a 7-2 ball game as we head into the 9th inning. Defensive changes for the Rays. DeLuca right, Williamson at second, Fortes behind the plate. Connor Norby fouling that first pitch. We see Logomina. Count is 1-1. Seymour open, worked 2, 5 innings for Schultzens. Logomina worked a 1-2-3-8 here in the 9th. 2-1. Rays after their 29th win of the year. Well, the only team with more wins, Atlanta over in the National League, started the day 30-14. The Rays 28-14. That's a full count. Short. Throw from Walls is in plenty of time. To Aranda. So Norby 1 for 4, and take a look at the other pitching matchups.
Got a good one tomorrow.
Yes.
Sandy Alcantara against Nick Martinez. Boy, Nick has been absolutely just sensational for this Rays rotation. And then Sunday, the follow-up, Drew Rasmussen, opening day starter against Yuri Perez. There they are. Going over some game notes right now.
Ground ball right over the bag at second. Walls comes up with it. Morrissey out short to first. 2 up and 2 down here. Casey will pinch hit in the place of Ruiz. Casey. So the Rays head out from their 29th win. All those strikes. One. Two.
There we go.
Hey, there you are.
Hoist the belt. Maybe we do a Citrus Series belt.
There you go.
Right?
Great idea. A 1-2 count. Fly ball into left. Simpson is there, and the Rays win this one 7-2. The opening game of the Citrus Series belongs to the Rays. The Rays go to 29-14 on the year, with a victory tonight over Miami. 7-11-2 for the Rays, 4 left, 2-7-0, 6 left for the Marlins. Schulten's the winner, Junk the loser.
Well, that was the matchup we were looking for. Went the Rays' way. A hot corner alert. Tampa Bay Rays, 14 runs allowed during the 11-game home win streak. Those are astounding numbers. Barely over a run a game. I'll tell you what, who had a big part to play in tonight's win to keep that streak going. How about Cedric Mullins and the night that he had? Lay down the bunt. After the double right there, he's able to get over to first base, and now he's off and running. Does a great job getting away from that tag. Oh, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again. A carbon copy, another hit. He's like, you know what, I'm done bunting. I'm gonna swing the bat. Oh. He gets a cutter right in the middle of the plate, and he laces it into the stands, and Wright would have a hit his next time up. So 4 hits on the night, a stolen base, a couple of bunt hits, a homer. Rays win it.
So the Rays come away with a 7-2 victory. Same two teams tomorrow. We'll be with you at 3:30, 4:10 first pitch. For Brian Anderson and the rest of our crew, Dwayne Stats. Hope you've enjoyed the telecast. Coming up next, Rays Live, the post game with Rich and Grant, Kendra Douglas as well. 7-2. Rays win it. We'll see you tomorrow.
It's the special mattress offer you've been waiting